Team, welcome back. If we've not met before, I'm Katie, helping you navigate the Dubai property market. This day is no different. Guys, honestly, this one will blow your mind. I'm talking capital appreciation through the roof. Today's episode is going to be for those clients who are looking for severe capital appreciation, who really want that opportunity to get in early with a safe and secure government-backed play with one of the most phenomenal payment plans I have ever seen. And when that is coupled with a location where the capital appreciation is going through the roof, the return on your cash invested, it's eye-watering, okay? So this is a very, very exciting one that I wanted to run through with you today. So let's jump in. Yes, that's right. We are talking all things JGE2, Jumeirah Golf Estates version 2. If you are familiar with Jumeirah Golf Estates version 1, this is going bigger, it's going better. We are doing it again. If you are not familiar, let me jump in and tell you a little bit about what's going on already. Jumeirah Golf Estates, it sits in this plot of land currently. It is a completed community. It is luxury, it is high-end, it is villas. It's a golf course community. There's actually 2 World Championship golf courses on there. It holds the annual DP World event. Now, if you're a golf player, a golf supporter, if you know, you know. If you're not, just know, for all the golf people out there, this is a big deal. And the community itself is very luxurious. It's gated. It's all things. It's a very, very, very prestigious postcode. It has been very, very popular. It has looked after investors phenomenally well. I'll show you some numbers of what's been going on there, but it is performing, we're talking 30% plus for the last however many years. It is a very popular community. I was down there a couple of weeks ago for a roast dinner. You feel the sense of space. We are definitely talking luxury villas, mansions. And a couple of months ago, they announced that they were going to create a JGE2. Now, they announced this with a huge master plan, and this caused uproar in the Dubai property space because people had seen the numbers. Investors had actually been through that life cycle already with a JGE project. They have been very, very well looked after, not only on the investment front, but it's one of the most prestigious communities. People love living there. It creates a great pull, a great demand. So when they announced they were going to do a version 2, a bigger and better version, they were going to take all the learnings from version 1 and create a bigger opportunity, the world went nuts and they created this whole master plan. You can see here, they aren't just creating villas and townhouses, they are creating a master community. They're creating a whole nother golf course, and you'll have some prime villas along the golf course edge. Now, why the golf course community is important? Golf course communities are a golden asset class. This is not just in Dubai, this is all over the world. Golf course communities and waterfront communities capital appreciate at a higher rate. They have never gone down in value. So this is one of the huge pieces of security that you get knowing that you're in a golf course community. So golf course community, big tick. Not only that, they are bringing all different types of facilities, hospitality to this area that we hadn't seen in JGE1. For example, a tennis stadium, think Wimbledon. You're going to have paddle courts, clubhouses, all that good stuff. There's even going to be hospitality, hotels, Mandarin Oriental are set to take a place here. The business district, which again is something that JGE1 did not have. So imagine all the benefits of JGE1 with the additional benefits from having a business district in there as well. And when we look at any area in general, transport accessibility is one of the key factors for us. You can see here, they have plans to have an Etihad Rail stop, which is the super fast train taking you to Abu Dhabi in 30 minutes. That is a phenomenal addition to this community. Not only that, there's going to be a metro stop connecting you to the rest of Dubai. So this is going to tick a lot of boxes. Golf course, accessibility, business demand, retail, you name it, it is most definitely got it. So who is behind this master plan? A very good question, because when we're buying into off-plan, we are buying into the developer's version of the future. We want to know they are going to deliver a great product and deliver on time. So WASL are behind the creation of JGE2. WASL are a government-backed entity. which is a phenomenal win for anyone in this space. When it's government backed, it comes with a whole nother level of security. Firstly, the financial aspect of it. When we look at projects around the world, the main reason a project wouldn't come to fruition 90% of the time is due to finances. Here, getting in with a government backed developer, it can eradicate that fear from us. We know they are going to be good. They've done 8 golf clubs already, 12 master communities. They have delivered, handed over. We can go down, touch, feel, and see the types of standard quality that these guys create. And trust me, it's going to be good. We're in safe hands. They're also involved with a lot in the hospitality space. They're partnered with the likes of Mandarin Oriental. Again, it shows the weight that these guys hold, that they are working with the most prestigious brands. It shows us the quality, the team around it, and the vision they're gonna have for this community. Now let's see what it's actually gonna look like. Now you can see the size and scale of this master plan. It's huge. There's gonna be a lot of different opportunities to get in, but the most recent launch that I can talk you through, because we've got brochures, floor plans, it can kind of bring to life what you can expect to see here. So Ashwood Estates had launched, and it brought incredible premium golf side living standalone villas. And this is what I mean when you can see the types of finishes, the types of end product that you can expect to see. I will leave all these brochures in links around this video so that you can have a good nosy through. But in terms of the architecture, the design, the end product for this, they're definitely going high end, they're definitely going luxury, they're definitely giving you the feeling of space, which quite honestly in Dubai is really, really rare. Buying into a master community such as JGE2 also means you get access to all the facilities that awaits within it. You've got schools, the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, country clubs, a golf course, the equestrian centre, tennis stadium, cycle track, jogging track, central parks, gyms, you name it, they will most definitely have it. Anyone can look through this brochure and fall in love with the product, but I know a lot of you here are investors, so we need to make sure the numbers are stacking up too. And quite honestly, this is where I fall in love with it even more. Let me show you what's going on in JGE1 to start with. The fact that we are building an extension of an already thriving community means we have a track record. It means we're not buying blind, okay? We're benefiting from all the benefits associated with off-plan, but it's not a risky play. We have the data, we have the track record for all the properties. We've seen the life cycle of what happens from new build to off-plan to completed to where the prices are right now. And this is a great example to show you exactly what's going on. In the last 12 months alone, the change in value in that area was 31%. The last 6 months, 11.7%. So we are on track to complete the same again. And I know we're actually investors, so let's look at the numbers to bring this to life of what it could actually look like. So this particular launch was standalone villas. These were the luxury, prestigious, high-end golf course community. So these were naturally at a higher price point. There have been and will be other launches at a lower entry point if that is something that applies to you. However, it's a great starting point for us to understand what the payment plan is going to look like, what the price per square foot is going to look like, to demonstrate what is going on here. Starting prices on a 4-bed villa was 11 million AED, which is the equivalent, I know a lot of you here are a Great British audience, so I've got the Great British running down the side here. It's the equivalent of 2.3 million. Now this is where it gets good. Villa communities are in such short supply and a huge, huge, huge demand. That's why capital appreciation goes nuts. That's why these things sell out immediately. That's why developers really don't have to be flexible when it comes to a payment plan. They're gonna sell out regardless. However, here, when they announced this, our jaws literally dropped because they announced it on a 50-50 payment, which is quite honestly phenomenal in the villa space. I have never seen this done before. So to secure a unit like this, you would need 10% upfront plus your 4% DLD. DLD over here is your equivalent of your stamp duty. It is a flat fee whatever you're buying across Dubai. So all in, you're looking at 323,000 to book the unit. The unit is yours. You're gonna start seeing that capital appreciation before you've even put the rest of the money down, okay? Then you're popped into the payment plan. So over the next couple of years throughout construction, you will be required to make the further payments. And these are broken down into 4 further 10% payments right the way up until handover. Now at handover, 50% of the property is still to pay, but at this point we can finance that last payment. So typically 3 months out from handover, we'd help you get a mortgage product in place. They are going to put the best product in place at that time to make that final payment for you. And at that point, the property is yours. The keys are yours. You can move into it. You can rent it out. You can sell it. You can do however you please. So based on the entry level point of this launch, you are going to need a total cash invested, assuming you're mortgaging that final percent, of 1.2 million, and you're getting a property worth 2.3 million. Okay, so that's what we're putting in, but the more important question is what we're getting out. Let me tell you. So, your long-term capital appreciation. People get into investing for different reasons, right? Some people are looking for cash flow, they want the monthly consistency income. Great news, you're gonna be well looked after. Right now, rents in JGE1 on a 4-bed villa are, I pulled this report for us, of all the latest contracts on 4-bedroom standalone villas in JGE1. You can see here we've got anything from 465, 434, 55, 700, okay? Now, with this particular launch, these plot sizes, they're huge. So some of the numbers on here we need to take with a little bit of a pinch of salt, because honestly, we're just not going to be able to compare it, a 6,000 plot size to a 3,400. We're almost getting double the size. So honestly, I'd say we need to be looking at these larger units for a comparison here. To be conservative, call me Miss Conservative, I've put in this calculator, 600 AED per year. Now, also, side note, typically you can get this rent paid up front for a year in Dubai, which is quite nice for us as landlords. This is me being very much conservative, because in reality, right now in JGE1, they're going for more. Secondly, rents in Dubai typically increase by 10% a year. And also, this is going to be a brand new community with better facilities, better amenities. But I prefer you to be happy with worst case scenario, and everything else is a win. So let's just suggest we put it in at 600 AED a year, which is about 126,000 rent for the year. You need to take out your service charges there, so we're looking at net figures. Your service charges, these are going to cover all of those good stuff that we saw, the facilities, the gyms, the paddle courts, the swimming pools, the equestrian centre, all that good stuff that you get as part of the community, the gardening, the landscaping, this fee here, that's going to cover that for you. Take that out, you're then left with your net returns, and already you're looking at 5.2% when you're looking at net returns. Now, in reality, when you start to play around with these figures of what you could expect to see, you can see where these numbers get to, which is definitely going to look after you. However, the other side of our investment is capital appreciation. Again, a really, really important part of our investment. So, following this example through, a purchase price of 11 million. Now, I've already shown you in the last 12 months alone, the increase was 31%. I've been conservative again, suggesting 20% for the next 3 years. I've done a typical value increase of 60%, but I'm going to show you why this is very conservative in a minute. But let's just roll this through. 60% increase by handover. Your new value is going to be 17.6 million. Your cash in, 5.5 million AED. We can talk Great British over here, and your cash out is 12 million AED. For my Great British audience, let's just work this through. 2.3 million is going to be your purchase price. Again, remember, we're only putting in half of that because of the 50-50. The typical value increase, conservatively 60%, we're looking at 3.7 virtually million at handover the property's now worth. Your cash in, you've put 1.15 capital in, and your cash out is 2.41. That is 120% return on the cash that you have put in a 3-year build period, okay? This is the benefit of getting in with a phenomenal area and an incredible payment. 120% on the cash that you've actually invested in that time is incredible, and I'd argue, where else are you getting that right now? Why I'm saying this is conservative, let me just go through the live data and the live life cycle of what's happened at JGE1. Following this example through, these are the most recent sales in JGE1 from 4-bedroomed villas. Let's just dive through and show you exactly what's going on here. This is a 4-bedroomed villa, okay? It was purchased off plan in 2013 for 1.5 million AED. So Remember guys, we're working in AED in this column here, so that's about 300k British someone got in here. This is just sold for in 2025, literally a couple of days ago, for 20.5 million. The goods over 4 million Great British pounds. So it was bought for 300k British, sold for over 4 million pounds. Next one. This was bought in September 2021, a lot more recent, for 1.4 million AED. Sold in August for 8 million AED. Go through one more. Okay, this property value again. This was purchased in May 2013. This is where I say the early investors, they are looked after. They purchased this 4-bedroom villa for 6.9 million back in 2013. They've now sold it for just under 20 million AED, okay? What I want you to take a note of is this number here, AED per square foot. This property sold at 4,679 AED per square foot. In today's launch, based on a plot size of 6,000 and a starting price of 11 million, you are getting this villa at 1,833 AED per square foot. You are getting below market value than people are paying right now in the live market. This is where you're looked after. Not only am I being very, very conservative here, but you're also winning from day one by purely buying below market value. This is why these figures are so conservative, because in reality, what's actually happening in the market in those examples that we've run through is the minimum we saw there was 150% increase over a 3-year period. So you can start to see what that does to our figures and our numbers. The opportunity here, guys, is very, very, very exciting. And this is why they sell out. I'm not joking, because take this example. These were some other examples that I'd pulled for you. An investor got in at 529. They sold for 1.3 million. That's a 150% increase in 4 years. On your 50-50 payment plan, the return on cash invested, 315% in that 4-year build period. And this is why these units sell out. You have investors that have gone through this life cycle, taken all the benefits, and they're like, forget buying one, I want to buy 5, how many get for me? Like, genuinely, that's the conversation we're having. This opportunity right now is a phenomenal option for your capital appreciation. You know you're going to be looked after. I am at a number of different launches every single week, and I really like to highlight the good ones. The reasons I highlight this one, you're buying into a golden asset class, being in a golf course committee. You are buying with someone who has a track record of delivery. We have seen the numbers. You know you're not buying in blind. This is one for my investors that don't necessarily want to take the risks on a brand new area. We already have that track record of delivery. You're buying below current market price. This one is a game changer to give you that security in the resale in the future. Not only that, you're going to get a quality product, which is going to be high demand from your renters, or if you look to sell, this is a great opportunity to get in for those flip buyers as well. If you can't tell, it is one I am very, very excited about, and I can help you navigate it all. If you want more information on what is coming up here, launch days, processes, price points, floor plans, everything else, use the links around this video. I can make sure you're in the right place, because as I said, these launches, they're competitive, which is a blessing and a curse. It means they can be difficult to get units, but we can help you navigate that. However, because they're in such demand, that's why we're seeing the capital appreciation soar. So for any more information, if you need any more details, floor plans, brochures, if you want to see the live inventory and the details about the next launch and the next opportunity to get into something like this, use the links around this video. I'll send you the details, but we can have a chat. I can chat you through all the details, understand where you are now, where you want to be, and help you bridge that gap. I hope you found that helpful, and I will see you next time.